Hello, welcome to Connie Decorates today, and of course it's all done with heart and a beautiful planting. And who else is here? Exactly, it's relatively cold today, but this is our light spring. It's a decoration for our terrace and also for hanging. There are a few chains attached and then we'll hang it up outside, my dears. See the rustic vintage theme in action. Stay tuned. We need these items for hanging decor. Base from Hof Oelker's vintage plates. Set them down. Hang them. And these are the things we need today for our hanging decor. These are like vintage plates, and we would really like to hang them up. These are like vintage plates. Often you also have more of those baskets. To achieve that, we need this. Often you also have more of those baskets, baskets that are coarse, where you might not have a clear idea of how to decorate them. And to achieve that, or to get an idea, we actually need this today. I have eggshells from our scrambled eggs yesterday. Then I have these seedling pots, which I always have here. Then I have this cookie cutter here. I have a bit of burlap fabric and just a little bit of that felt ribbon in this lilac purple tone. And this is my plant today. These are the crocuses. I love them endlessly. And I have 2 small pots and 2 large ones, which will now go in here, and then they will go into the garden. And what I want to do is, I'm just going to take the crocuses out of the pot, and they fit just perfectly into this pot. And that's enough. It's really just a temporary decoration, and then they'll of course go outside. Now I'm going to put the 4 pots into my seedling pot, and that's enough. It's really just a temporary decoration, and then they'll of course go outside. So now I'm going to put the 4 pots into my seedling pot. Now we have all 4 of them in the little pot. What you can also do as a gift idea, for example, here you can also wonderfully attach a lace border ribbon with a bit of burlap fabric. I think I even have some here. Or you could glue it on or use washi tapes. And then you really have a great gift idea here. You could also attach a little handle here, and then you have a small Easter basket. So they are super versatile. I just decorated the entrance a bit, as we still had some Christmas stuff, the fir tree and all that in there. And there was also this burlap fabric, which is really wonderful because it's so light and coarse. And now I'm going to cut off a bit of that. Just going to go across here randomly. And I'm going to use this as protection and as a base for my, well, let's just say for my plant pot or whatever you have. And I'm just going to place that in here. And then I'm going to take the burlap fabric again and just cut off a strip or just a little piece and go across here. It's always nice when you fray the edges a bit. Now I have, as you can see, nicely frayed at the top and bottom, and I'm going to wrap this around the pot here, just folding it in a bit. And now I'm taking my felt ribbon, which I have in this purple tone, and I'm just going to twist it around the pot. That's just a little leftover piece I had. I'm just going to tie a knot here. Now gently fold this over a bit at the top. I always find that very nice. Now we have a really rustic, natural, I would say rural touch here. I really like it. But to make it really stand out, this here is also a protection for our plate. So I'm going to lay some moss in here now. Here, luckily, I found a bit of tree moss. I think that's really perfect, especially with these rich, fresh greens. I'm just going to place this in between on the burlap fabric. And here we have a few more pieces. We were really lucky because the bike we have in the garden by the tree bench, well, if it's constantly in the damp, then it's optimal. It looks so wonderful. And just look at that beautiful lush green. I'm just going to place this on top here for now. Then we'll continue. I'm going to wrap the other containers nicely, just like the crocuses. And now look, we can practically place our little pots. The gaps here. I didn't use that much jute fabric this time, and that works great because we don't have that much space on our plate. And that's why I just want the top to be a bit frayed and look really nice, vintage. So now I'm taking the last piece of felt ribbon that I have Oops, I'm just going to carefully tie this around the little pot again. I really like the look. I like it too. Yeah. Here, you can see a bit of the moss everywhere. Then you have the burlap fabric here, with the crocuses on top in violet and that great green. And as I said, unfortunately, I don't have any more ribbon in this color. And I have this lace ribbon here, along with this contrasting burlap. Yeah, in the color of the burlap fabric. And I'm just going to simply and carefully tie this around my last two little pots.
Every moment tonight, they led me to you. Every single time you look at me, I lose.
Here it's a bit bent. Now be very careful because this one is a bit taller, and I'm just going to place them in the back here. I didn't do anything fancy here, no ribbon or anything, just wrapped a bit of burlap around it. And I'm just going to place them here as well. Now I'm just going to take a look at the moss. I think the ribbon is really, really cute. Just take a look at how you want to position this. So now I have our white eggs here. I'm just going to lay this on the side where the stamp is. I think that's really nice, especially with the white crocuses. And here I also have some small quail eggs. You can also add these wonderfully. I also have a bit of leftover white eggshell. I'm just going to make them a bit smaller. Yeah, I'll just lay them on top like this. Look at these tiny little bulb onions. I think they also look good here visually. Then I take them really small and I'll place them in between everywhere as well. A little Easter bunny can't be missing. I'm now taking the wire. Of course the little bunnies can't be missing, or rather I'm now taking the wire and just securing it by twisting it. And now I'm wrapping the wire around my baking mold or cookie cutter. You need to take a look up here. Then I just take my scissors and tuck them in between the ears like this so you can get in there a bit better. You just have to try it out a bit. Just push it in a bit and usually do this about 3 or 4 times around the mold. Press a little with your finger so that you really get nice little contours. Here I go in again with the scissors. Then I take the wire, pull off a bit, cut off the rest, and now I'm just going to very carefully, precisely, and extremely delicately cut what I had secured earlier. I'm now carefully pulling the little bunny off here with the wire, being careful not to cut it here. So it came off a bit, but that's not a big deal. Just carefully connect them back together now. And now you can go around your contours, again with the wire that you cut off, and secure everything completely. I'm going to carefully take this off in a moment. If someone has already seen our shorts, I made a little bunny with moss. You can do that wonderfully, but you can also leave it like that. I think that's really beautiful too. Just stick it in like that with the wire, but I still have a bit of hay here. And I'm just going to take this wire with the paper wrapping. Last time, used this very fine wire here. It's also very nice. But I think with the hay, the look combined with the burlap is just optimal. I'm going to cut off a little bit here in advance. I'm really just taking a little bit of hay now, putting it next to me, and it's really very abundant. We really just want the silhouette, and I'm going around here with my paper wire. Done. Look how cute. So I really like it with hay as well. Whether it's moss hay or just wire, it fits everywhere. And I'm just going to use a bit of floral wire here. And now you can easily stick this into our decoration or planting for 2021. And now we have our little bunny here. And we've finished our hanging decoration. It's hanging here now, and I think it looks great with these chains and the very natural burlap fabric, and also the little bunny that we made. And we're looking forward to hanging it on the terrace. And we really hope that we could inspire you. Then we're happy to get a thumbs up. So, as I said, not just for hanging, maybe also just in a plant bowl, Maybe there are a few little ideas in there for you. We would be very happy about that, right, Micha?
Yes, exactly.
And feel free to follow us on Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagram. There are also always little shorts, just like on YouTube, of course, but also some other little photos and feeds. And yes, I would say in that sense, see you soon. Stay healthy, feel hugged. Your Conny and your Micha, your cameraman. Exactly. And let's not forget these decorative items. Check the video description below for the link to our website, and from there you can find the decorative items. So have fun browsing. See you later. Bye.
Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be. I don't wanna go